There's a track day on Friday. I've already paid for it. I've already scheduled it.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to today's video. I just want to update you guys on the Dakota. I'm wearing this stupid scarf, whatever, bandana thing. I'm headed to the gym. I know some guys wanted to see, more Dakota content. Just daily use and kind of just the reality of it all. So I'm just driving it right now. I still got a few things to contend with. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but like the tailgate is still bouncing around with how stiff it is. So that's one thing I gotta fix, is the bushing on the tailgate, because I only put one in, so I gotta put one more. And I don't know how the audio comes through on this. This is from my phone instead of the usual GoPro. But yeah, a couple other things too. I'll spin this around in just a second, but the check engine light keeps triggering too. I think it still has something to do with the idle, because the idle kind of dies a little bit, but it's throwing a few misfire codes. So I still gotta take care of that, because yeah, it's getting, I don't want to be staring at the check engine light all the time for no reason. So I want to try to get that buttoned up, but I'll show you guys right now. Let me turn this around. So it just kind of leveled out there right around 600, but when I slow down, it surges pretty good, and that's usually when the check engine light gets triggered. So I'll try to catch it for you guys just in a second, so you guys can kind of get a feel for drivability. Also, this is my temperature, just with the 180 thermostat in there. So she runs cool, you guys. It's like over 100 degrees right now, and it stays cool with the 180 degree thermostat and with electric fan, so it never overheats. I should probably knock on some wood, but it never overheats with that setup right now. So I'll keep driving and I'll show you guys that surge I'm talking about. But she's not bad for just like, some random get up and go. She handles pretty decent, or I guess gets up and goes decent, but I'm still trying to work on the ride quality, because I'm not too impressed by the ride quality so far with the Beltex shocks on it. So I might have to put those drop hangers on the rear to get the back riding nice, because the back is super bouncy. Front's not too bad, but the back definitely bouncy. Some bumps just so you guys get an idea of how she rides. You hear all the banging and clacking? That's how rough the back of this thing rides. Just non-stop. That tailgate is just bouncing up and down like crazy. So I want to get that sorted out. I think it's going to be a combination of replacing the other bushing on the back of the tailgate, and since we only did the one side, we put a new bushing, but the other side I'm going to put a new fresh bushing, and also trying to get the rear shocks and all that stuff sorted out, because the back is just banging around everywhere. Oh, see how it just dipped just there? I'll try to catch it again for you guys. But yeah, this thing just banging around the whole time. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna come to a stop and you might be able to see the RPM dip. See how it dipped down to like 400, 300-ish? That's the issue we're running into. So, you guys just one more time. So I'm slowing down, and watch the RPM. See how it almost sounds like it wants to stall, and then it kind of comes back up again. Sounds healthy. You guys probably get a better idea of the sound quality from using this device to record. So it's not quiet, you guys, but it's gonna sound better pretty soon here once we get those other mufflers on there. That's not even pushing on it very much, you guys, and it's shifting great ever since I adjusted that TV cable and got that all sorted out. So like I said, I'm gonna hit you with a bit of a vlog style video, see how you guys like this style of content. And I just decided to take the Dakota to the gym. So I'm gonna go out, work out for a couple hours or so, and then we'll get back in the truck, show you guys a few more things, talk a little bit more. I just got a few messages from the video I posted today asking about the Dakota and when I'm gonna change those mufflers. So I'll talk a bit more about that as well once I'm done working out. So there she is, and it's pretty dusty, boys. I've had it outside for a few days, so she's dusty and dirty, and also we're gonna do something probably with the wheels soon. I'm just trying to get everything else sorted out, and just a million things going on at the moment, and wheels are kind of a little bit on the back burner, but I didn't forget about them, trust me. Here we are, guys. So if you're wondering on the process on this whole thing, I'll tell you guys in just a second. I'm gonna go do my cardio first. I got all these things on the ground on 6 feet, and which place you're supposed to go. It's kind of weird, but
you kind of come in, they take your temperature, and you have to wear a face covering. 2 weeks ago, you didn't have to wear it the whole time. You just had to wear it coming in, then you got to take it off. Now you have to wear it the entire time. So get in like maybe 15-20 minutes of cardio, and then we'll switch to some free weights. So here we are, elliptical. Like I said, 15-20 minutes if I'm doing free weights or doing physical training. I'll do just a shorter cardio, but then I also have my cardio days where I'll do like 40 minutes of this. So we get this done. As you can see, most people are wearing their masks, you guys. Some people are kind of letting them hang and taking them off, but you're supposed to be wearing them the whole time you're working out, which is, in my opinion, a little crazy, but anyways, it is what it is. All right, we're all done our cardio. On to some weightlifting. So let's go for a drive back and we'll talk a little bit more probably on the way and once we get back. Here is a 100-degree cold start. Oh, sounds fast, doesn't it, guys? Sounds fast. So she cruises along pretty decent, guys. It's not too bad on smooth roads, but a couple other things. I don't know if you can hear a slight chattering, but there's where the steering column goes through the actual firewall, there's like a play or chatter. I guess there must be a bearing or something in there. I gotta double check what it actually is, but right where the steering column goes through the, like I said, the firewall, it's making a chattering coming out of there, and you can feel the play out of that. So I know there's a joint there, but I also think there might be a bearing too that we can check out as well and see what's going on there. So she's added to the list of all the little things that need to be finally done to this truck. It's definitely not floored, you guys. Definitely not floored. I don't know if you guys can hear that chattering. That's the noise coming out of the steering column. If you guys have been following along for a little while, you'll know that I put a brand new steering rack in it, but the steering column is making a chattering noise. Hear that? Which is another thing we gotta fix. Okay guys, we're back. One other thing too that I should update you guys on is the transmission no longer leaks, but the rear main seal, I don't know if we can see it, this thing's pretty low, but the rear main seal is leaking. So it's starting to get a little bit worse, so we're gonna have to do that at some point too, but that's how low she sits, guys. Only like maybe 5 inches off the ground. All right, guys, so we're back in the garage, and I just want to wrap up a few different items. So let me flip this camera around, show you guys a couple more things, keep you guys up to date on what's going on and all the different exhaust stuff and everything we got going on. So let me show you guys. Okay, so the rest of the V-band clamps showed up. So I've got, I guess, a total of 6. It's probably going to be more than I need, so I'll just return whatever I don't end up using. But I've got a bunch of these V-band clamps. Some people were saying they leak, but if you get these ones, they do have a step in it, a male and a female side. So this thing is going to seal up beautifully. And I got 6 of them. Probably only going to use 4, but I'd rather have more than not enough. Another thing too is, so just to finish up on that. So if you guys don't know and you haven't seen the last video, we are going to be trying out these Scat Pack rear mufflers. I guess that's probably a better way to show you guys. So we're going to be putting those on the Dakota and seeing how it sounds. Since they're, off 6.4, we'll have plenty of flow, but those things sound really good with just those mufflers on it. And I'd be curious to see what our Dakota is going to sound like with that. So I have all the stuff. I just got to make my way over to our buddy's exhaust shop, and then we'll put all that stuff on. Other thing too is, not that this was a huge thing to show you guys, but I saw you guys commented on the last video. I tried it on these seats because they were, well, there, I don't even have to say much. I was trying to put this on those just to see, if we could get some moisture back into them, because if you guys don't know, this car, when it went to the auction after the incident happened, the top was down and the sun just beat on the leather interior for probably a period of a month or two. Everything looked good. Everything looked, whatever. And it's not like I'm super mad because these seats were as you can see, letting go there because the leather has just been tightening up so much. So I figured I'd use some leather conditioner, and this stuff says to try it in an inconspicuous spot, and it worked decent, honestly, for the most part. Like the driver's seat, I lathered it up, and I don't know if maybe just nobody's been sitting in here and whatever stuff comes out of this, because I did it to the driver's side and I don't see all those weird marks on it. I know it's like absolutely ruined anyways, but figured maybe I could salvage this seat and just get that stitching repaired. But look at the freaking seat, you guys. It's insane. Like it completely, I don't even want to say destroyed it. Maybe I can wipe this all off, but it just left this like white residue nastiness everywhere. So definitely watch out if you guys are going to try to use this. Like I said, I'm not too mad because it was just with that seat. I was contemplating using something like that on these, but hell no, after seeing what it did to those. Like I said, these ones are still plush and very soft, but I figured I would just, you know, some preventative maintenance on these ones, but no way in hell. So if you guys are thinking about this, that's the result. It's just, yeah, I'm definitely gonna leave a review on this one. So I don't know, maybe I should do a complete separate video. If you guys want to see complete separate review on this, let me know in the comments below if I should do something separate or just let it go and just return it and be the end of it. So okay guys, so that's gonna be it for today's video. If you did enjoy it and this style, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this style of video. Just kind of a, you know, random day for me, but we did get a lot of stuff done as well. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this style video. Keep you guys up to date as far as when the exhaust stuff is gonna go on the Dakota, probably Wednesday-ish. I'm not sure when you guys will see this. You guys will probably be seeing this video on Tuesday. I'll probably go get the exhaust work done Wednesday and have that video out for you hopefully by the end of the week if everything goes as planned. Also, one other thing before you guys go, the S2000, let me know. I really do want your opinion on this one. I know I asked for your guys' opinion a lot, but there's a track day on Friday. I've already paid for it. I've already scheduled it, and it wasn't that much because I signed up way in advance, but there is a track day for the S2000 on Friday. There's nothing wrong with the S2000 right now, but it is going to be like over 100 degrees on Friday because there's like a heat wave coming through, and that is out in the desert. It's at Willow Springs, but it's on Streets of Willow, that small little course that you guys saw me do last time. It's the opposite rotation or direction, but it is at that track. And I'm trying to contemplate whether we should test our luck with the S2000. This is going to be a brutal day on equipment. Not that it matters. I'll have to switch over the brakes, switch over the tires, which I'm not worried about that, but just the amount of heat that day and going out there and putting like 4 or 5 sessions of just absolute beating on that car. I don't know if we should press our luck with that thing. So I don't know, not that I don't trust the S2000, but I just know the motor is, you know, going to be getting tired if we don't, you know, prepare the motor for that kind of torture. And this is gonna be like one of the absolute most brutal days for it. So I've been kind of using the S2000 as a daily since it has air conditioning and the Dakota does not, and it's not that bad on fuel. But I have a hunch that if we take it there, I think we're gonna kill it. So let me know what you guys think of that whole thing down below, because that's fast approaching. Like I said, I'm making this video Monday night. That is Friday that track event is, so it will be this Friday. You guys might say, why don't you take the Viper? The Viper's really not set up for it, honestly, and it's going to be the same amount of abuse. And I got some bigger plans with the Viper, so I don't really want to encroach on that. And it doesn't really have the downforce suspension, and alignment's not set up for the track. It's so stupidly low right now that it's really not set up to handle as good as it could. So it's kind of where we're at, you guys. And like I said, even the Viper on the track day, it would be getting stupid hot. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you give this thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. See you on the next one.